Good morning and welcome to Friday of Lakewood's Next Daily Devotions. My name is Scott and I've enjoyed being with you this week. Today we're going to do a wrap-up of the Beatitudes. We've been looking at those for 2 weeks and I just want to do a little bit of a summary with you this morning together. I'm going to begin by rereading the Beatitudes that both Paul and myself have been teaching on. And it says this, "And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. And blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." You know, when I read the Beatitudes and reread the Beatitudes, I ask myself, why were these statements of Jesus? Why were they the initial teaching that he wanted to give? The Sermon on the Mount was Jesus' first teaching to the masses. And these words, the Beatitudes, were the first part of his first teaching. And why? Why were these words so important? I can think of a few reasons as I digest them a little bit. First of all, I believe that these words were very surprising. I think Jesus wanted to change the expectations of the hearers. He wanted to flip things upside down because so much of Jesus' teaching was going to do that. And so he comes out of the gate and he makes these statements because they are going to be surprising and they're going to change their expectations about things. I think he also shared these statements because the hearers could identify with him as he spoke about them. These first hearers of these words, listen, I can promise you they were surprised and immediately they could connect with Jesus in a way differently than they could connect with the Pharisees and the scribes and the normal teachers of the law. When Jesus taught these words, these hearers could relate and could connect with Jesus. And the third reason that I think he began with these words is because he wanted from the jump to move us inward. He wanted to get us thinking about the way that we were going to live in the kingdom of God. What was that going to look like? And an understanding that that was going to come from within. So much of life flow out of these Beatitudes. And one of the main things I want to say to you this morning is for you to stay with them. Stay with the Beatitudes. Don't just read past them a couple of times and move on and forget about them. Stay with them. We really like sometimes to learn something, but we like to learn something in order so that we can move on. These words are not those kind of words. These are words to stay with. Listen again to some of these words. Jesus says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit," or "Blessed are the humble. Blessed are the broken. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the persecuted." I want to encourage you to stay with these things. Spend some time. Even though we've been talking about them for 2 weeks now, I encourage you in your own private time to look at these things and to stay with them and think about how much of your life can actually flow out of these Beatitudes. Your life can flow out of these things. Think about the humility that Jesus is speaking to, the brokenness, the hunger that we need to have, the kinds of things that we need to be focused on, the kinds of things, kind of attitudes we need to be living with, and how much it would revolutionize our lives to live out of these things. So don't read them once a year. Don't move on to other things. Stay with them. Stay with them, because these things, they're the way that we follow Jesus. Do you want to know what's next in your life? It's humility. It's brokenness. It's hunger. It's being meek. It's being merciful. On and on and on. Stick with them. Stay with them as you follow Jesus.